what's going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy day to you. I don't know about you guys, but this morning has been very, very wonky for me at least. So I hope you're doing well. Sending lots of love and blessings always. Let's look at just the energy around what's going on for you right now, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, obviously welcome. You guys know the drill. Looking at the present energy nexus. So this is that value of like, you know, it's like the blessing and the curses of life, right? It's the good and the bad. It's the right, the wrong, you know, it's the opposition. And actually, I think in the beginning of the week, we had a reading around this, a collective reading, just kind of dealing with and navigating that duality. It's hard, right? I mean, I don't know, in my opinion, sometimes I feel like I live so much in this ether, like fantasy world. And then what actually happens in reality, it's like a buzzkill, you know, 100%. And not that it's meant to be that way, right? I think that it's learning, it's growth experiences. It's all about how we handle and navigate. And this is what you're kind of working through right now, Capricorn. It's like you're sifting through the BS in order to claim what you want for your life. Eternity, like, you know, it's, to me, this is, yes, soul evolution. It's that grand scale of just like working with your shadow, looking at your shadow self and recognizing how it plays out in your world, 100%. But it's also this value of saying, like, checking in with yourself. Does this work for me? Is this truly authentically like what I want to carry through my lifetime? You know, the physical world, obviously, we know it's temporal. It doesn't last forever. Most often, relationships we come into don't last forever, you know. Obviously, it's that concept that family is the thing that seems to stay, right? But I think we also have to check ourselves. There is, like I said, there's relationship coming up. So this could be relationship, friendship with your partner, romantic partner, with someone in your family environment, your friend environment, etc. Everyone's situation is going to be different. And you guys know I do personal readings, so I'm totally down to look at your specific situation. I love to support and help in any way possible. But the energy around this will all be the same. So, you know, it's someone that needs to be up on this pedestal. You know, in one way, Capricorn, I feel like this is about you stepping into that power, that godlike power. You're such a strong sign. You're such a strong force. Anything that you put your time, your energy towards succeeds, it seems, you know. But then what happens when you actually get what you want? You know, that's the other side of the coin that we often forget to think about, right? Like, because I feel like, I don't know, I've learned in my own life that we really have to adjust our goals and dreams based on where we're at. So yeah, we can have an ultimate vision of X, Y, and Z. But if we're in this space that doesn't even remotely touch that ultimate vision, we got to do some steps, right? Like some clearing, some edifying, grounding, etc. And you might, Queen of Cups just popped out. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that could be someone you're dealing with. But what I feel is like you're in a place where you got what you wanted, and then you had to like, you know, you not reneged, but it readjusted based on that nexus vibe, right? The stuff that you didn't want the responsibility of. Because I don't think it really does like coincide with what you're working to build and grow. Lots of change coming through. Scorpio energy, more water energy, right? But water also connects with our intuition, our feeling, our knowing, communicating around this, like what you want, what you need for the betterment of the situation, and having like a lot of feelings and emotions around that. I feel like, unfortunately, Capricorn, it doesn't look like you feel very grounded. Yes, you could be dealing with a water sign. The energies could be flip-flopped with whatever you're dealing with, 100%, you know. But this is also that value of, yeah, there you go. There's that moon, that emotion. Feeling like some kind of way about this situation. And I think it's hard to admit, because with that magician energy, it shows you coming from that space of really working to be like powerful, really working to like manifest from a strong space. But I'm not sure that you know what that is 100% right now. Yeah, totally. Seven of Cups confirms that. Like, there are so many options up in the air. And honestly, in my opinion, with the life I've lived to date, I think this is one of the hardest things to discover about ourselves, right? Like, what our dharma is, what our life path is. Few people are lucky to know that, you know, at a very young age. But I think for a lot of us, it's kind of like this seeking and finding of what actually resonates. A lot of times we have to kind of take chances, take initiative, and if it falls flat, it falls flat. But this is really affecting, ooh, yeah. This is like a really big pill for you to swallow, Capricorn, because it's, in my opinion, it's bringing out your shadow. It's bringing out like maybe the uglier parts of yourself. I'm so sorry. I hate these readings because, you know, like I want to blame it on the other person for you. Yeah, I mean, I think that there 100%, there's like outside factors at play. That message of an ending of a relationship comes through. So like I said, whether that is romantic, whether it's friend, business, family member, etc., it's all going to be different. But I think that's kind of what's effing you up, for lack of a better term. You know I love my cuss words. YouTube does not. So we try to keep it kosher on this channel. But, you know, I think it's like, it's just this value of really kind of, like I said, like messing with your emotions, messing with, I think it's a complete, you know, like you were not expecting this at all. And now you're in this spot where you're seeing things, excuse me, a little bit more clearly, the reality around things. And it's forcing you to readjust, like how you're showing up in this relationship. Whether, like I said, there is an ending in sight, but it's coming out of this place that it's making you feel like really, I think it's making you feel like low about yourself or questioning who you are. Whether that other person is doing it to you, or it's just like the situation that's cultivating this. Things are changing, and you know, there's an ending in sight, and it shows through in every aspect. You might not want that. You might still be kind of searching for the options, right? How can we make this work? How can we figure a way to move forward, etc.? You know, but whomever you're dealing with, it's coming through as, well, that's Capricorn energy right there, right? So the devil does rule Capricorn, and I'm not pinning this on you at all, you know, no shade. I think We're all humans. We do the best that we can. We all have wounding and triggering. That's the lot of it. No one's better than the other person. Yeah, if people are functioning out of really shady behavior, that's one thing. But this is more like, it's, to me, what I'm feeling with this, it's more of a triggering. And this person is feeling triggered about what they want and how it's showing up, how it's playing out. And then I feel like that's how they then respond to you. So, and that's usually the name of the game, right? It's a domino effect. We form these fantasies as humans, right? We believe that this person, place, thing is going to show up in this way. And then wounding often portrays otherwise. Not to be Debbie Downer. Like, sorry about that, guys. Wah wah. But just honest about what you're dealing with. Like, I feel like it's really painful for you. You're trying to find options and solutions. This person might already be a little bit more checked out. I think it's failing to see that there's a lot going on. You know, sometimes we make these decisions out of desperation versus like true, honest, you know, like reflection. And it shows that there's a lot going on. It shows that, you know, there's a lot of energy, a lot of movement, not a lot of stability. And then, unfortunately, Capricorn, like, you end up blocking yourself from what is your potential, your abundance. And I feel like this person or situation that you're dealing with can feel that, right? Because then the shadow side comes out. And that's true for all of us. Like I said, it's no shade, right? Like, I think that we do the best that we can until a situation presents itself that actually puts it to the test. There is a need to connect with the more water energy in your sign. Earth embodies water energy, so that intuition, that knowing, that feeling, and not being afraid of the conflict. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised with you, Capricorn, because I do feel like you're kind of bowing out a little bit, right? Okay, that makes sense. Like, you're trying to look at things rationally, practically, level-headed perspective, not put too much emotion into it. But honestly, it's actually like hindering you because there's so much going on with that Two of Pentacles in your environment. So you end up blocking yourself and your abundance. Excuse me. I need a lot of coffee today. It's been like very hard to get myself going. I'm sorry about that, guys. As like crystals fall everywhere. I don't know, man. I don't know about you, but I've just felt like this energy has been very, very intense lately. Share the wisdom, Deborah. No. Okay. But yeah, so it's like, I agree with rational mentality, rational thought. We all have to do it at certain places, times, situations to kind of get the best result. But this is actually hindering you, you know, and you're not releasing, you're holding on, you're staying attached to this thing that maybe does want to go, that maybe has had enough, that maybe is done and over it. Ooh. Okay. I love that for you, Capricorn. You gotta trust. You gotta trust, girl. It's hard. It's so, so hard. Because I do feel like you're letting things go that you probably didn't even think that you would have to, right? Oh, I love that. I mean, I think it's just, that's a thing. I don't know. I'm learning this a lot in my own life. Like, we can have love, we can have connection with another person, but every relationship looks different. Sometimes people stay for a long time. Other times it's for short periods of our growth, of our evolution. But it doesn't mean there's not love here. And honestly, what I'm seeing for you, Capricorn, is that that's being acknowledged. But then that's also making it hard to just recognize that this person is ready to let go and release, and you need to release them. And having that trust and that faith that it is all going to work out. I know that's like way easier said than done, but really that represents that innate faith in life, in the universe, God, spirit, however you understand it, that it is going to work out for us. You know, like, again, way easier said than done. I know this all too well. And I think that kind of stems back to that Nexus card for you, Capricorn, of recognizing that it's, I think our ego wants us to believe if we do X, Y, and Z, then we get A, B, C results. And unfortunately, it's just not that way, because life really is about our growth and our best evolution as spiritual, sentient, cognizant beings. So I feel like those curveballs that come in that we're not expecting, that don't seem to make sense, but we just have to do what we have to do, that is the learning lesson and the growth potential. And it's knowing that it's going to be okay, right, at the end of it. So I'm sorry, Capricorn. This is like a tough reading. Thank you for bearing with me. I'm sending lots of love, blessings, fluidity with whatever you're dealing with. Like I said, definitely reach out if you want me to look at your personal situation. I love to support in whatever way possible. I truly appreciate the good vibes, good energy. Thanks for tuning in. Definitely if it resonated with you, drop comments below. You know the deal. Let's build and grow the community, guys. Lots of love and blessings. Thanks for tuning in.